Hi guys, so today we're going to go through 3 moves that will help tight hamstrings. So hamstrings. So if you have difficulty touching those toes, do these moves. What you're going to need: the Alpha Yoga Tune-Up Fitness Ball. Link on my website, the shop page. The Amazon link's on there. Just go to the shop page. It's going to take you right to foam roll and massage therapy category technique. So go ahead and get you an Alpha Ball. If you don't have an Alpha Ball, you can use the double balls. These are the plus tune-up balls. You can use them individually or as the pair. So you're going to start in a seated position. The best way to get to your hamstrings is actually in a seated position where the muscle is shortened and not lengthened. So go ahead and place the ball under the leg in your chair. So you're going to need a hard surface. And then you're going to start to roll around in that chair. So you can take it down the outer edge of the hamstring. You can take it down the middle of the hamstring. You can take it down the inner edge. Right now I'm doing the outer edge. So I'm just rolling up and down. And then you can pause and do straighten and bend the leg. So first we're going to release the tissue, then we're going to resistance stretch it. We're going to use those Kihara resistance stretches to effectively get to the hamstrings. So we're just going to roll that out. You can also keep the foot down and go side to side. Work that length of the hamstring. So go all the way up to the top. Get that edge. Bend and straighten. And then go side to side. Move to the center. Work up and down. Bend and straighten. And then go side to side. Move to a different spot in the center. Go up and down. Bend and straighten. Foot stays down and go side to side. So it's real important to release the tightness, release the tissue before we do any type of stretching. And then let's hit that medial hamstring, so the inside hamstring. So you're going to move to the inside and roll up and down. And then you can bend and straighten. And then work it side to side. And then move it on up towards that groin. Often a very tight spot here. So rolling that medial hamstring. This medial hamstring is also, when it's tight, it also affects your internal rotation of your leg into the hip joint. So keeping that healthy and mobile is very important for rotation. Keeping his hips loose. All right, so we worked that leg a little bit. So we're just going to do one leg. So this video is not too long. And now we're going to switch to our resistance stretches. So our resistance stretches are effective because we are actually strength training, and strength training makes things stick. After we lose something up, let's mobilize and strengthen to make that new range of motion stick. So let's get to our hamstring stretch. What you're going to do, you're going to walk that foot slightly out in front of your knee. Hold on if you need to hold on to something. Use the pressure from the foot to activate the middle of the hamstring. We're just going to go central hamstring here. So press that foot into the floor. Contract the muscle, the hamstring, as you pull your body forward towards your foot. Relax and repeat. So we're turning that muscle on first. Press that foot into the floor. Activate the muscle. If you don't feel that muscle turning on, back off on the resistance. Press again. So you're feeling it in the proper place. Turning that muscle on. Now let's go into the stretch. Keep pressing down into the floor. Shoot the hips back. You still have this contraction in the hamstrings. And slowly start to lengthen and stretch the hamstrings out. Let's repeat that. Pull forward. Strength trainer, activate that muscle. Now let's lengthen and stretch it under tension. We're still pressing down into the floor, lengthening that hamstring. And let's do that one more time. So 3 reps of lengthening and stretching that muscle out. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And now hold that tension, lift your toes up, and wiggle your leg side to side. So now we're working on some rotation of the leg and the hip, getting different angles of the hamstring. And then relax. Now, the great thing about Kihara is it's a problem-solving technique. So the opposite muscle of the hamstrings that works with the hamstrings is the hip flexor. So now we're going to stretch that out, because if you're not feeling it in the hamstring, you might have some hip flexor issues. And it's always good to do both of these to make sure you're getting the most out of your stretches. So now let's go into the hip flexor. We're going to press down with the lower leg. Start in a stretch position, press down with the lower leg, pull yourself back using the back leg. Relax, go back into a stretch position, kick down, dig that knee in a little bit, pull back so you start to feel this turn on. One more time. It's always important to activate that muscle first to make sure we're able to contract that muscle. Now, keep contracting through here, pressing down through the back leg, and then go into your stretch. So you start to feel that in here. Pull back with strength. This is not passive. Keep kicking down. Go back into the stretch. One more time. Pull back with strength. Keep that strength like you're fighting yourself a little bit, and go into lengthening the hip flexor. Feeling that stretch through the front of the hip. Good. And now you can test the toe touch. You could test before and test after to see if you can touch your toes a little bit better. But that should really help the length and the openness and the mobility of your hamstrings. So go ahead and do the other side. Let me know if you like it. Leave some comments below. And you can always check out mastrostretch.com for more great stretches and myofascial releases. Thank you guys.